four stages of transformation. And if you are somebody who is in that journey, it is possible that it could be in any of these four stages. And in that four stages, you will be just oscillating. Okay. But your job is to come back again and again and again to the level which gives you the transformation. And if you miss out on this aspect, that's where the people fail. Okay. So let's go through the journey first. So first stage is all about, it's all about the unrealistic optimism. Unrealistic optimism. So now at this stage of your journey, generally people are very excited about the outcome, that is the result. Okay, they're pretty excited about the result and the outcome. And this journey, if you are excited about the outcome, once you start that journey, you do not anticipate the roadblocks. In this journey, what happens is, as soon as you hit the first roadblock is about you changing. The first roadblock is about you changing. Think about it. Okay, you changing. Now, you changing is the most difficult aspect. Correct? The you changing is the most difficult aspect because we are not used to change. How many of you are actually resisting the change? Oh, I don't want to change it. I thought that it will be available just like platter. It is available to you on a platter, isn't it? And that is the reason a lot of people actually lose that optimism that, oh, I can reach to 100% hike. As soon as they start the process and as soon as they face the challenge, both the first roadblock itself. Okay. Now, if you could go through and if you are not given up, generally people don't give up so easily. Okay. So if you go through and if you probably go through the next stage, which is called the realistic pessimism, they feel that there is something more important that will actually get me there. Maybe an MBA, maybe a new certificate, maybe a new course, or maybe a new learning and so on and so forth. Nothing wrong in that. Do you agree with that? Without the strategy, all your skills will have no value in the market. Yes or no? Without the strategic application, all your skills have no value, regardless of how much you have. It doesn't matter how talented or how genius you are. Correct? It is all about how do I apply it in the right place at the right time with the right people. That is how the things work. Correct? Now, that is where you need to learn how to create your visibility, how to create your influence, how to become a better person, isn't it? At this stage of a realistic pessimism, you become discouraged. So you start this journey on a very enthusiastic and start to doubt themselves. Now, after not receiving any breakthrough in the first 30 days, people start giving a stage, they start doubting themselves and also criticizing others. Both will go in parallel. Like some of the people actually write to me, "Arey, you only talk about the next level, you never tell us next level ke liye next level ki thinking bhi to honi chahiye. If you are thinking small and you are asking for a big thing, it will not happen. That is why it is not happening for many, right? So they don't want to change at that level. So what they do is they give up and then they roam around and they say nothing is happening in my life. Now I have to simply continue with what I'm doing. Jo hai wo sambhal ke rakho, kind of a thing. Okay. 99% of the people live there. The 1% who actually move into the next stage, they are the one who have the grit and resilience to continue. Yeah. And this is where you have to ask yourself a question. Is your character right enough to grow? That you need people to show you the path through fear or anything. Are you building the right character for the next level? Making sense? Now, this 1% reached to the third stage called the hopeful optimism. They see the seeds are now turning into the sprouts. There are plants, there are sprouts which are there, and now they see their efforts are coming along. This is where they start with the optimism. Yeah, if I stay on the course, then I'll continue. I know that I'll reach there. Okay. That's where the people who continue, they feel confidence about their ability. A lot of people come to me and ask this, right? And say, okay, I'm not confident and I'm not communicative. Communication is a part of the clarity. Confidence is the part of the competence. If both are not being worked upon, rest of the things are just a gyan. Do you all understand this? Yes, no? So most of the people are not working on either of this. Neither working on clarity, neither working on competence. And they say things are not working out. Things will never work out if you are not working on both clarity plus the competence. Now, clarity is just not about the knowing that I want 100% hike. If that was the clarity people require, everybody would have got it. Yes or no? So clarity is not just about that. Clarity about yourself, who you need to become in order to reach that 100%. And if you do not have that clarity, the rest of the things are not going to work out because that is just a fluke that people get it on the part. Okay. Now, at this level, the people stay motivated. They are continuing to work on themselves in a little bit efforts, more efforts, but they don't give up. This is the 1% we are talking about. Okay. And once they do that consistently, they reach to their self-actualization, which is your realistic optimism. They know what works, they know what doesn't work. The people who give up, they don't even understand what works and what doesn't work. They're just hopeful of something. Apna time aayega. How many of you are waiting for Apna time aayega? Just type in W in the comment box if you're waiting for Apna time aayega. They are simply waiting for something will happen. The luck will shine on me. The God will be graceful on me, and so on, so on, so forth. Correct? The realistic optimism people are actually confident about the process. They are relying more on the process of transformation rather than the result of the transformation. The process of the transformation is the short way to reach there. Result of the transformation has a lot of variables. So today, if I actually ask you, how many of you actually have reached to anybody who can guarantee you a job? Can anybody guarantee you a job? Can anybody guarantee 100% hike? Yeah, it is not possible. Think about it and you will understand it, right? Because there are uncontrollable variables which are not in the hands of you as a candidate nor as a coach. Forget about the rest of the thing, correct? So you need to ask yourself this question, that why am I looking for the short result as an outcome? Why not actually think about the process as an outcome? The outcome will come out of the process. That's why MS Dhoni is more successful. Why? Because he sees the process as the outcome part. Now, in this stage, which is called the realistic optimism, people are on the transformation path. People are on the transformation path and they achieve the changes that they set out to make. That means they are ready to adapt. A lot of people are saying that I want to be a leader with the adaptability, but they don't understand what that means. It means that, are you comfortable with the uncomfortable things is the question. Because at this stage, people get their breakthrough, people get their influence, impact, income, increase, and so on and so forth. They feel good and confident about themselves and their self-esteem increases as well. Now, once the self-esteem increases, your thermostat increases. Your thermostat is nothing but your frequency of money or your frequency of achieving the result increases. When your frequency of achieving the result increases, you cannot go back to the older self. That is where the transformation becomes permanent. How many of you understood? So 99% of the people remain wanderers. Okay. WANDER. That is called wanderers. Correct. And that is where you need to ask yourself a question. Yeah? That is where you need to ask some question. Am I just a wanderer in the world? Because the wanderers don't make it to the top. They only become the mediocre at the most because they work hard. They really work hard, by the way. Sincere work. Okay. But they don't make it to the top. How many of you are working really hard, still not made it to the top? And be honest about yourself again. You're working hard, you're putting so many years of efforts and still not there. Yeah. And many of the people will end up becoming the mediocre after the 40 years as well. The reason is not that they do not deserve it. The reason is they do not want to go through that journey. Because their comfort zone is just to work hard, put in time. How many of you realize that? Working hard has become your comfort zone. Now you say, if I put in 10 hours, my boss will be happy. Yeah. 12 hours, boss will be happy. If I do weekend work, my boss will be happy. And you continue to please people. A lot of people around your life. Yeah. Your wife, your kids, your relatives, your parents, your bosses. Actually, you don't know what you're doing. In fact, many of you, but you're just in the race. This is precisely the challenge of the mid-career. And unfortunately, many of the people are not even aware of this. So they're not even aware what stage they are going through. They're just going through. Right? They're just going through. They don't even care what is that they're doing. How does it impact their life? How does it actually relate to their success? Nothing. So this is where the entire journey lasts. 4 stages of transformation. Now, which stage are you in? Let's talk about it. Stage 1, 2, 3, 4. Which stage are you in?